somebody new here, my name is Jess. Today is Top 5 Wednesday, my favorite freaking day of the week. I don't know why, I just love Top 5 Wednesday. Today's Top 5 Wednesday is nostalgic book boyfriends or girlfriends, characters you swooned over when you were younger. Now I can't say that I still love every single one of these characters, however I am still really excited to do this video because I absolutely love going back and looking at all of the books I used to love, kind of seeing how I feel about them now, how I feel about my book boyfriends or girlfriends. But let's go ahead and just get started because my list is a little bit weird, although I wouldn't say 100% of these are completely unexpected. A lot of these you guys will already see coming, so the first book boyfriend that popped into my head would be Malcolm from Jurassic Park. I like Malcolm in the books, I like Malcolm in the movies, I like Malcolm pretty much all the time. He was such a good character for me just because he was sassy, he was incredibly intelligent, he did what he wanted to do, and if people didn't like that, they either got on board or they got out. I just really loved him as a character, and I read this book, I wouldn't say I was super young, I was probably in my early 20s when I read this. I'm 27 now, I'm 28 in February, but this is definitely like a younger read for me. I think I was like 21 when I read it. I adore this book, I adore Malcolm, and he was definitely like the top of my book boyfriends. So as much grief as I give John Green, he does have my two top book boyfriends in a book ever. I don't think anybody ever actually saw this coming, but it would be Augustus from The Fault in Our Stars and Miles Halter from Looking for Alaska. As you guys know, this is my most favorite John Green book ever. It's been a really long time since I have read it. I have actually destroyed this book. I have written in this book. I have written my name in this book. I have highlighted portions of this book. I am not like that anymore. I don't do things like that, but definitely Miles was one of my favorite book boyfriends just because I think growing up when I read this book, I was 15 when I read it when it came out. He was just so kind and sweet and didn't really know what he wanted to do, and I was really drawn to him in that way. I would definitely see myself dating him when I was younger. He was just somebody that you'd want to be around. He was very kind, like I said. He wasn't an asshole. He wasn't like the normal characters that you read about. I don't know, I just really enjoyed him as a character when I was 15. Obviously probably not so much anymore, but I still definitely hold him in high regard as my book boyfriend from when I was super young. And then of course Augustus, I'm sorry, but he is so sassy and so kind and so sweet and so caring, and you can probably see a connection between all of my book boyfriends, but I really enjoyed Augustus, especially in this story. He was definitely the character that kept me reading in this. He was always there for his friends, he was always doing fun things, he was very philosophical. I saw a lot of like a young John Green in him for some reason, and as you guys know, I love John Green as a person even though I'm not a huge fan of his writings, but Augustus was just such a good character, and like I said, he was definitely what kept me reading this book, and I'm glad that I did finish it. I really enjoyed the movie as well. I don't necessarily like the way they portrayed him in the movie. It wasn't 100% to the book, but I still really enjoyed this, and I think that he was a fantastic book boyfriend. Now this one's a little weird, and I've spoken about this series so many times on my channel, people are probably tired of hearing about it, but I really loved Captain Leftrain from the Rain Rattle Chronicles. He was an asshole when our main character first meets him. He does not like her, she does not like him. He's pretty much a giant dickbag the entire time. However, later on in the books, the further along you get, he becomes sort of like her protector and her obvious lover, because that's sort of what happens in these books. You know, there's like some kind of romance between the two of them. I just really liked him as a character because he takes our main character away from a really shitty home life that she has, and I really enjoyed him. I thought that he was really like one of those people that takes care of the people that he cares about, and I really, coming from like the background that I come from, I think I was so drawn to that reading this because I really wanted growing up like that kind of person in my life. So that's definitely the sort of the void that he filled for me, and I will always hold Captain Leftrain in very high regard. Now who the hell would I be if I didn't mention Ron Weasley? I was obsessed with Ron Weasley when I was younger. I have since moved on to Draco Malfoy. I liked Malfoy when I was reading him. Obviously I was drawn to him, but I wasn't really like attracted to him. I think that Draco Malfoy makes more sense for somebody that I would actually want to date as an adult. My #1 top book boyfriend was Ron Weasley. I adored him. I really wanted to like actually be friends with him, actually hang out with him. I'm not the biggest fan of Harry, so I guess I would have to deal with Harry to hang out with Ron, but I could never ever go a day without thinking about how much I love Ron Weasley. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Short and sweet and to the point. I really enjoy Top 5 Wednesday because you get to learn a lot of information about the people that you follow just based on their picks for the topics like this. The topics for this month are spot on. I think they're very great. I love Top 5 Wednesday, and I love just having like a prompt every week. So you just have this video that you know that you can film. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!